After seeing this video, you'll be able to do something that almost no man can do, and that is showing confidence over text. You'll see one of my mentees do this in a screenshot of a Hinge conversation, and the good thing is that you can just replicate what he does to your own conversation. You'll get a tip on how to keep conversations going, a good sexualization example, and a smooth tease that you can steal and use in your own conversations. Of course, I also threw some extra tips in there. Let's not waste any more time and jump straight into the screenshot. This is Hinge, depending on where you live, probably the best app in the game right now. And on Hinge, you can instantly add a text with your like to increase your odds of getting a match. Exactly what my mentee did, and he commented, "A little concerned you tattooed my name on your wrist there. It's sweet, but moving a bit fast, don't you think? You don't even know my sign yet." Now, I asked my student about this. She didn't have his name tattooed on her hand. She just had something tattooed on her hand. He couldn't really make out what it was, so he just purposely misinterpreted it as being his name for a fun sort of teasing kind of opener. It's not the best opener, but it's pretty good. And a second thing I like in this opener is the little zodiac thing at the end. He says, "You don't even know my sign," which is out of the ordinary, pretty funny, and most girls are into that stuff. And I say most girls, not all. It's one of those things that you don't want to force it into your conversation, but if you can talk about it, then by all means, do so. And it really reminds me of a guy from the mentoring program who was sharing a conversation and the girl just kept giving him short replies, one-word replies, maybe something like a haha. You know the situation, right? It's super frustrating. And the way he eventually got her to talk was by switching the topic to Disney, and suddenly she was all over the conversation, sending long texts saying stuff like, "I wonder which Disney princess I relate most with," and blah, 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 blah. So if you can find one of these more girly topics and you like them as well, one of my best friends is obsessed with Disney. Me personally, I like those really girly high school, college shows with vampires and all that stuff. If you have a shared interest like that, it's quite often the easiest way to keep the conversation going. And she responds, "Lol," arrow pointing up. "So what's your sign?" She takes the bait. "And are you actually 31? Smiley face. He says his sign, I don't dare to pronounce this, I'm not sure how you pronounce this word in English.
Pisces.
And he says, "And you?" Then he follows it up. "Haha, I am. Why do you ask?" And no lying now. She says Leo and an exclamation mark, because I guess Leos are always proud, and then a little lion emoji. And then she says, and this is where this conversation becomes really interesting, "Oh, some pictures I just thought you look a little older, and I know some guys will change their age on here, haha, so just checking," smiley face. So what she's really saying is she suspects him of being older and lying about his age. And by the way, guys, do that kind of stuff? They have a fake age on dating apps? And this text that she sent right here, this point is a point where at least half the guys at least mess up and destroy all attraction. Why? What would they do? Most men here, and women by the way, in this situation, they would feel a need to defend themselves. And some would even be offended and they would fire back, which is the absolute worst you can do. Why? Because it shows that you have lower self-esteem. It shows that you have low confidence. And we all know confidence is hot, it's sexy, it's attractive. Low confidence or low self-esteem, they are not, they are unattractive. Because what is happening here is that this girl says that my mentee looks older in his photos. Now, if he had low self-esteem, then he would feel offended by this. He's like, "Oh damn, is this true?" And then he would start defending himself. Again, this shows low confidence. You want to be a confident person, so what can you do? Well, first of all, on the surface level, you could just not defend yourself. But if we look at this on a bit of a deeper level, then why the hell would you care if some random person says that you look a bit older than you are, or younger than you are, or a match says that you're not funny? If you know your worth and you're doing your best at being your best, then it's all fine. You just focus on being a fraction better every day than the last day, and over time you'll notice that these things don't affect you as much anymore, and that is when you truly become more confident. Anyway, let's see how my mentee reacted to this test. He texted back, "Apparently my vegan diet isn't keeping me looking as young as I thought. But all good, I'm actually going for that DILF look anyway. So thanks for the compliment, I guess. Are you equally as charming in person?" Woo! This guy got some game! Let's have a look at all the things he did in this text. First of all, he didn't defend himself. Shows confidence. Secondly, he really made the best of the situation because he used her semi-insult as an opportunity to crack a joke. Thirdly, he is sharing some information about himself that the conversation can build on. And of course, the vegan had to let everyone know that he's vegan. Fourthly, he gently sexualizes. And number 5, he teases her back. And I'm serious, this situation that you just saw is one where 9 out of 10 guys would have messed up, maybe even burnt the whole conversation to the ground, or at the very best just kept the conversation going the way it was going. But by applying the tips from this video, you can handle this better and come across as a confident man and use this tough text as a stepping stone towards the next phase in your conversation. Again, one step closer to the date. So remember, to be more confident over text, first of all, stop defending yourself, and secondly, on a more deeper level, try to let go of caring what other people think. Woo! There you have it. And by the way, I am giving away a free 60-minute coaching call where I will personally look at your profile and together with you make it up to 69 times better. And all you have to do to win is make sure you're subscribed, post a comment under the video, slide my DM on Instagram, and I'll pick a winner. We'll look at your profile together. Like if you learned something. See you in the next one.